I'm going to show you how to hook one of these up. Number one, get you a Gfci tester. Shut off the power. Verify you have no power. Start taking out the cover plate. Verify that there is no actual voltage. Start loosening up the receptacle. Pull it out. You got to loosen up the wiring on your receptacle. Receptacle out of the way. If I look down in here, I got two different sets of Romex. You're going to want to separate that Romex. The one on the right, I'm putting over here. The one on the left, I'm going to put down here. The ground wires are attached. You might have more wires than this. If that's the case, it could be a little bit more complicated. Not every receptacle is going to be the same. But none of my wires are touching the wall. They're well away from the wall. I'll flip my breaker on. Turn on my non-contact voltage tester. I'll test the wires. No voltage. This has voltage. This is my hot wire. They're off. Verify it's off. Get out your new Gfci receptacle. Here on the bottom it says line. Up in behind that tape it's going to say load. The hot wire is going to get plugged into the line side. The other wire gets plugged into the load side. Voltage is coming in right here on this line. It's feeding the receptacle. Everything that's hooked downstream from that receptacle is going to be your load. I'm going to take my pliers here and I'm going to straighten up the wire because it's going to be plugged into the back of the Gfci. I'm going to go ahead and trim these down a little bit because I don't want too much of the wire sticking out. My pliers here will make sure that I got a good straight wire. Put your Gfci receptacle. One side is going to have two gold screws. The other one's going to have silver. Black girls like gold. White girls like silver. And if it's green, it goes in between, which is the naked wire that goes on the ground. Reference which one's your line side. Take your hot wire and put it into the gold terminal. Wire should be sticking out about that far. Now you hold it in place and tighten it down. Once again, the one that had voltage on it whenever you flip the breaker back on is the one that goes into line side. We will put the white neutral wire over here on the silver terminal. Everything's the right length, so I'm going to tighten it down. Now that that's tight, I'm going to go ahead and hook up the ground wire. Just verify that your ground wires are both connected on both sets of Romex back inside the box. Now I'm going to get my receptacle in position and I'm going to plug in the hot and neutral up top into the load side. When everything is wired up the correct way, I'm going to go ahead and put this back inside the box. If you have enough wiring sticking out, make it look like a wavy pattern. That way when you're pushing it back, the wires go in the way they should. Get your screws lined up and tighten it down. Some boxes are metal. You don't want to tip in the sides. Make sure it's in the middle. Breaker on. Push in your reset. Green light should be glowing. In your tester. Verify correct wiring. Test it out. Now you can put your cover on. Now I'm going to hit the reset button. Go downstream. Plug in your tester. Hit the test button. Tripped it. Now you know it works. Now you can take your sticker pack and label that breaker. That way you know which one it is when it trips. And you can label the receptacle plates as well. Now if you want to see the full length video where I go into a lot more detail on how to change these Gfci receptacles, it will be linked to this video here. This was just a short enough video to catch your attention. So if you're interested, click on that one down below. Otherwise, pop that clutch, subscribe, and follow along.